For our first pick this year and our 2018 pick, which doesn't really matter, we could get the number 8 pick for the Clips. I do want to make it realistic, so I do want to set the Celtics up well, even if I'm not going to play as them through the 2018 season, so I probably won't do that. What I will do is give up the 15th pick for Robert Covington to be our backup small forward. I think this might be a pretty good deal. He's a 75, not too bad, and we're in pretty good need of a small forward. So we're going to do that, and we're just going to sim the rest of this draft. So these are the guys that we got. I'm not going to sign anyone except this guy who's a 69 overall. Maybe will be just a good bench player, just so we don't have all those 50 overalls on the team. And, you know, why not? Looking at free agency, here are the big names. We have Chris Paul, Dwight Howard, Drummond, Beal, Jennings, and that's about it. The other guys are just mid-80s. So Chris Paul would be a pretty good point guard to get. And obviously, we can't get him. We only have about 9 in the cap room. About 10, actually. 10 mil in cap room. And we already have plenty of people on the team. I can't even see the roster. Well, here's the roster. So our starters would be Marcus Smart. So possibly an upgrade at the point guard position, but for 10 mil, I don't see that happening. So it would probably have to come through a trade, if anything. So this free agency period might prove to be a little bit useless. So point guards, Chris Paul is looking for way too much for us. Brandon Jennings just a little bit out of our league. Collison as well. We could get Carter Williams as like a backup maybe. Should I sign someone is the big question. Beal is like right out of our league. He would be a super duper pickup for us. Lance Stevenson as well. Right out of the league. I wonder what we could get for RJ Hunter. So we have 2 spots left on the team. I think I'm going to offer a contract to Carter Williams as well as someone else, just so we could round out the place and maybe make some trades right before season's beginning. So we'll offer him this. And who else should we get? If we can get Kobe for like a 1-year deal. Oh man, doesn't matter. This is my last year. What happens, happens. Joe Johnson. Let's look for... I don't know, man. We just got to look for someone with good trade value. Tim Duncan is here yet again. He's 41 and he's still chugging along. And there weren't any retirees last year. Did I remember that correctly? Like, I didn't see the screen. Maybe it just didn't pop up. Who has good trade value? If not, we could just sign like some random player. We could just let the CPU do it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Michael Carter Williams did accept, so we're going to sign him and advance. Just keep advancing through this. Dwight Howard is still here. Can't really do anything about any of these guys. Tim Duncan would be pretty dang good. But he's just out of our range now. So, that doesn't really matter anymore. And player progression, here we are. Ben Simmons, all the way up to an 88 overall. That's getting to that elite level. Valanciunas up to an 87. Brandon Knight at a steady 86. Julius Randle, an 84. Getting steadily up there. Marcus Smart still an 83. Zeller, an 81. Carter Williams, an 81. Rozier, also an 81. RJ Hunter, an 80. Amir Johnson, 79. Covington, all the way to 76. And then this guy. So, not bad. Not bad at all. We have 3 camps available. And I really want my guys to do good. So we're going to send Valanciunas to big man. Hopefully get him going. We have 2 more available. I also want to get Julius Randle going, so we'll get him some nice rebounding stats. He already had pretty good stats. And also, I don't know, we'll get RJ Hunter, maybe some combo guardage. Where you at? RJ Hunter, there he is. Yeah, we kind of needed that. So that's all good. We should have a pretty good lineup opening day. I don't know what 2K is thinking, giving us like all these wins the first year and then having a much better, more depth, improved lineup the next year. 13 players, yeah, we just have to sign one. Let's see who that is. And not giving us like anything next year. So we have at least all 70s, except Kirk Heinrich, who actually would be pretty good if he wasn't a 66 overall. Of course, he's 36 by this time, so he's not all that good. We have Ben Simmons, Valanciunas, both 88s now. 85, man. There's just so much depth on this team. I don't understand how this could go wrong. Now, let's make sure our lineups are set. Valanciunas, Randall, both good. Marcus Smart should actually be the starter. I don't know why he's not starting. And then you have Carter Williams, Rozier there. Actually going to move Zeller up. Give him his minutes instead. Swap minutes like that. And Covington needs some minutes as an 11th man. So we could actually afford to give... do I want to give more minutes to Rozier or Carter Williams? Well, definitely less to Carter Williams. Like 18. But who do I want to be the backup? I guess Carter Williams. Rozier has earned it. So maybe I'll keep him as the 6th man. We'll just have Carter Williams as the 6th man. You know what? We'll have Rozier as the 6th man. Carter Williams. Definitely Carter Williams. Why not? We'll give less minutes to Rozier. We'll move him down the list. So this dude gets 22. Zeller could also get 22. RJ Hunter 16. 16. And maybe a little bit less, like 14. But he is good, so I still want to keep his minutes high. And then we could give less minutes to Robert Covington. He's still a 76 overall, and we need a backup to Ben Simmons, which I don't know if that's what killed us last year. So going into the season, Marcus Smart, Brandon Knight, Ben Simmons, Julius Randle, and Jonas Valanciunas. These two guys on the peak of being in the 90s, so hopefully they could do good. I don't think I'm going to do any more trades. We'll download a draft class just in case. Is there even like a 2018 one? I guess not, so we'll just do auto-generate rookies. I'll see you at the end of the season, which hopefully we made the playoffs for the 3rd straight season, which is not a given at this point. Wow, I just got offered this trade. This would be a pretty dang amazing trade. We could potentially get Miles Turner. We already have a pretty good center, though, and we'd have 3 centers instead of 3 point guards, and we'd only get George Hill in return. So I'm not going to accept it, and we're doing pretty good at almost the trade deadline, 27-20. So I hope, upon hope, that we could just keep doing good. Okay, so here we are at the playoffs, and we had a pretty good year in the end. 49-33, finished out pretty strong. On the road, we were pretty bad, but at home court, we were pretty dang unstoppable. Who did the Knicks have, actually? What's their starting lineup? E.C. Matthews, Eric Gordon, Melo, Porzingis, and Robin Lopez. Also Sullinger, like, as the 6th man. Jerry Grant also in there. That's actually a pretty good lineup. I really wish the Knicks could do this. They could never pull that off, though, sadly. Cleveland Cavs, only 43, and what's it called? They got rid of LeBron, so that's why. They have Brook Lopez, Kevin Love still, and Kyrie. But Shumpert as the starting small forward, that's not going to cut it. And then for us, obviously, we have Rozier starting. I don't know why that is. And I don't know why bench. Marcus Smart keeps coming off the bench. We'll just let the game do what it wants for now. As long as we keep winning. So our leading scorer, it was pretty even across the board. We had, wow, what is this? Is that, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in double figures across the board. Brandon Knight leading the way with 15.5 a game. Valanciunas also 15 a game. Valanciunas at that 90 spot. Brandon Knight at an 88. Julius Randle also an 88. Terry Rozier all the way up to an 84. What's Marcus Smart? He's an 86. I still don't get why he's not starting. RJ Hunter, 10. Who is our leading rebounder? Was Valanciunas. Obviously, Randle did pretty good as well. Our leading assistman was Brandon Knight, I guess, out of everyone. Marcus Smart, only 4.2. Carter Williams, only 4.7. And, what's his name? Rozier. Yeah, he had 5. So, that's that going into the playoffs. It didn't show us the season awards again, so... I forgot how to get that up. It doesn't really matter, so let's just go to the dang playoffs. First round, we are the 2 seed, so we're going to be going up against the Heat. And I think we could do this. We could actually make it past the first round, which is an improvement. I think we can make it farther than that, though, so let's see. Simulate game. We won. The Wizards, actually. That might be someone to watch. Thunder, nothing special there. The Wizards, I wonder who they have. They're all the way in the 1 spot. Simulate game. We won the second game of the series. They won the 3rd game. We won the 4th game. Oh, they won the 5th. They won the 6th. Oh, please, please, please. Just let us win the 7th. Simulate game, here we go. Oh, please. Are we at home court? Please just tell us that we win the game. Oh, man, I don't even want to look. Okay, we got off to a hefty lead. Starting at the end of the first. I think we can do it. Oh, it's back and forth again. Just take the lead. Oh, no. Come on, you could do it. You could do it. Yes, and we move on to the second round. Barely getting by the Heat. Oh, phew, but we made it. And now they tell me the season awards. Okay. Well, we'll look at it now. MVP, Russell Westbrook. Jason Tatum, never heard of him. He got the Rookie of the Year. Cameron Payne, 6th Man of the Year. Not bad. DeAndre Jordan, again, Defensive Player of the Year. Not sure who won it last year. Henry Ellenson, Most Improved. Okay. Scott Brooks of the Thunder. Still, that's pretty good. So the Washington Wizards just got knocked out by the Knicks. Let's see their lineup. They had Newman an 89 overall, Kelly Oubre Jr. An 87 overall, and of course John Wall 93. They also had Lance Stevenson looking like he came off the bench as the 6th man. Andre Blatch, all the way to an 80 overall. And then everyone after that was mediocre. So I'm not sure how we didn't beat them out. 2K is just weird sometimes, but we did make game in the second round, and I think we could also beat the Magic. So let's hope that we can. We won the first game. They tie it up. No, I didn't mean to attempt to simcast it. We win the 3rd game. We win the 4th game, and we're moving on to the conference finals. Let's see against who. It's either going to be against the 5th seed or the 8th seed, but both teams beat out pretty good opponents. The Pacers actually beat the Wizards. So what am I talking about there? I don't know. Simulate current round. Let's simulate this round, actually. There's the Knicks. Pull away. Win the last 2 games. And on this side, you have the Warriors and the Grizz. But I'm not worried about that right now. Let's simulate. We win the first game. They tie it up. We just saw the Knicks lineup. It's nothing too... Well, it's actually pretty special. They have a pretty good lineup. We win game 4. And we're going to the NBA Finals. Who are we going to face? It looks like the Warriors. Yes, it is. They win in 5 games. So let's see what the Golden State Warriors look like. Stephen Curry, your reigning MVP, age 30 already. Klay Thompson, a 91 overall. Stephen Curry, a 95 overall. Draymond Green is still on the roster in 89. Kevin Looney, who they drafted, another power forward, 84. Beyond that, no one too special. They still have Bogut. Bogut is their starting center. And it looks like they have this guy on the roster as well. But this Bogut is pretty much the only center on the roster. Because I don't allow too many trades to go through. I think I saw one trade with Bogut, but it wasn't even for a center in return, I don't think. So we'll see if we can't get Valanciunas to completely dominate his matchup there. So if anything, we made it to the finals. Here we go. We win game 1. They win game 2. Oh gosh, they win game 3. Biggest game coming up right here. Okay, we win game 4. We tie it up at 2. They win game freaking 5. And now we're going to simulate this with Simcast, where we hopefully could win at home. It doesn't look good right now. Oh, it's going back and forth. We made a slight comeback. We need to make another one. And it's not looking too good. We're not down by that. Okay, now we're down by a lot. And it looks like we're about to lose. And we're going to OT. Oh, we couldn't pull it off in OT. I should have went in the game. But you know what? It's probably just better that I let it simcast and not, you know, just win the game for them. Not like I could anyway. The Golden State Warriors beat us in 6 games. Sounds a lot like what happened this year. Frick. We had that. We came all the way back, forced an OT, but they just outheld us. And they won the championship. Okay, but I'd say that was pretty successful. We took the Celtics all the way to the finals. They're still young. They're still set up, whether it's in the draft, contracts, and whatnot. I'd say that was pretty successful overall, and the Celtics should be happy if they could do that in real life. Kind of hope they could. Not looking like they would, though, with the moves, the lack of moves, let's say, that they're moving. Or making, rather, in the trade and signing department. But that's going to do it for this series. If you have any more suggestions for teams you want to see me reconstruct, restructure, leave it in the comments below. And I will see you for the next rebuilding, which is hopefully going to be soon. See you freaking frick then.